Express the following two radical expressions in their simplest mixed radical form. So let's look at this first one here. We can rearrange the terms to make it a little bit easier to see which terms we will be multiplying. So let's pull out the coefficients. So 3, 4, and the coefficient here is 1. So 3 times 4 times 1, which is then multiplied by the radicals. So radical, or square root of 5, times the square root of 3, times the square root of 2. 3 times 4 times 1 is 12. And then these three separate radicals can be written as follows under one radical symbol using the product rule for radicals. And in the final step, we will multiply the radicands. 5 times 3 is 15, times 2 is 30. So the square root of 30. And this expression cannot be simplified any further. So this is our final answer. Let's have a look at the second example. Here we are multiplying the coefficient of -1 here. We usually don't put a 1 in front of the radical, but the minus sign here means that there's a -1. There's a 2 and a -2. So -1 times 2 is -2. -2 times -2 is 4. So we will have an a coefficient of 4. And then the radical will be, we can combine these three radicals. So we get 6 times 3 times 5. All of this under one radical symbol. Coefficient of 4. 6 times 3 is 18. 18 times 5 is 90. So we have square root of 90. Now, we are able to simplify this because we can factor out a perfect square from 90. We can factor 90 into 9 times 10. And in this particular case, 9 is the largest possible perfect square that we can factor from 90. So this can be rewritten as 4 times the square root of 9 times the square root of 10. And of course, the square root of 9 is 3, so it'll be 4 times 3 times square root of 10. 4 times 3 is 12 times the square root of 10. And this is our final answer.